I'll stay quiet and let you chat with Libby. Just let me know whenever you need me again.
It's really helpful, especially from a listening perspective, because
Of course. Let's start with three simple sentences.
the
Here,
przeprowadzka went well, fairly smoothly. I think it was a really good
I'm
speed.
just here to listen in quietly. Take your time chatting with Libby, and when you need me to jump back in, just let me know.
We are here today, the 8th of August 2025,
Hmm.
the day after OpenAI announced the new model ChatGPT 5, which is not available yet, but they said it's going to be on next week. And today I'm here with Libby, my student from New Zealand, and we're going to test also a new model of ChatGPT, which is called Study and Learn.
Hmm.
But before we get into AI things, just a few questions about the real life. Libby, where have you been recently?
On holiday or in
Yeah,
general?
no, on a holiday, yeah.
Okay. Around a month ago, I did a big trip over to Australia. So I visited family in Sydney, which was lovely. And then went to my one of my best pals' weddings in the Philippines.
Yeah,
It was quite amazing to experience. It was a very big day, very grand. Lots of people. It was amazing, and the food was brilliant. And then after the wedding, some of us went and traveled a little bit more to the islands in the Philippines, which were beautiful, gorgeous beaches, lots of snorkeling, lots of good food. So I had a good trip.
yeah. And then you were on ski as well, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Last, a few weeks ago, we traveled down to the South Island in New Zealand to do some skiing because it's winter here at the moment.
yeah,
And so,
exactly. Exactly. Over here in Europe, we obviously have summer. In some parts of Europe, it's not a real summer. There is a lot of rain, like, in Poland or in Germany. But in other parts, it's really, really hot, like in Bulgaria, where I am now. But you were skiing, so it was it was interesting when we had these, lessons, and you were telling me about the winter over there. And another interesting thing recently was your new job. So maybe you
Mm.
can tell me what you do now.
Yes, so I just moved jobs. So I was working in a hospice as a doctor there. And now I'm working in medical oncology in quite a big hospital in the North Island in New Zealand. And that involves looking after pe patients who have cancer and prescribing chemotherapy and looking after them when they're having their chemotherapy. So it's been really interesting. I've really enjoyed it and I'm learning a lot. So yeah, I'm enjoying the job so far.
Okay. And you also moved house recently, which is going to be also the topic of our uh, ChatGPT experiment. So how did this przeprowadzka go?
The przeprowadzka went well, fairly smoothly. Thankfully, we were only moving an hour away, driving. It was an hour difference. So it was quite easy to go back and forth to run errands, but it still took a lot longer than I anticipated. It always does. I think every time you move, you forget how much work it is the next time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't realize how much we'd accumulated in 2 years. Surprising how much stuff you you build up.
Yeah. Okay, so now I will share my screen here. I have prepared the chat GPT app on my laptop this time, which I haven't done before on a podcast.
Mm.
And I haven't really used this study and learn mode. I just I wanted it to be also something new for me.
Mm.
Uh, just, to see how, if there are any issues, how I would deal with them.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me see. Mhm. Okay, so can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So first, I'll choose here the O3 mode,
Okay.
which which today is the best mode. But as I said at the beginning, next week all these modes they're going to disappear, and you will have only ChatGPT 5.
Okay.
But we work with what we have today. So we choose O3, then here I click plus and I choose this study and learn mode.
Mhm.
And now when we are in the study and learn mode, I will use also the voice mode.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when I turn on the voice mode, you should hear what ChatGPT says, but ChatGPT can't hear you, right?
Mhm.
ChatGPT will be able only to hear me if everything goes according to my plan. So
Okay.
we shall see, but just let me know when, you know, she says something, just let me know if you can hear what she says, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, what a moment. Um, GPTita, are you there? Uh-oh.
It's
We,
all
we,
right.
we have a problem. Okay, let's see. And maybe, oh, GPTita, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Sounds like we had a little hiccup, but we're back on track. Let me know what you need, and we'll keep going from there.
Okay, so focus now because the following is very important, okay?
Absolutely. I'm all ears and fully focused. Just let me know what's on your mind, and I'll give it my full attention.
So it's not only me and you here, with us is also Libby, one of my students, and she recently, moved house. And today I want you to help her learn the, Polish vocabulary around this przeprowadzka. So what do you think we can start with?
All right. Welcome to Libby as well. Let's dive right in. I think a great starting point would be to go over some really basic Polish words related to moving house, just so she can get comfortable. For example, we can start with words like meble for furniture, kartony for boxes, and maybe przenosić, which means to move or transfer something. We can build from there and add more vocabulary step by step.
Okay, so what's the next step by step you have in mind?
Sure. So after we cover a few of those basic words, the next step might be to introduce some simple sentences or phrases that Libby can use in context. For example, how to say, I'm packing the boxes, or where should we put the furniture in Polish. That way, she can start forming practical phrases around the vocabulary she's learned. We can just build it up step by step like that.
Okay, but give me three sentences first that I can practice here with her.
Of course. Let's start with three simple sentences. Here they are in Polish. First, pakuję kartony, which means I am packing the boxes. Second, gdzie powinniśmy postawić te meble, which means where should we put this furniture? And third, przenosimy rzeczy do nowego mieszkania, which means we are moving things to the new apartment. You can practice these with her and help her get comfortable repeating them.
Okay, so now can you repeat the second sentence really slowly so it's easier to understand because you said it like a native Polish speaker, which was not very helpful.
Absolutely. I'll slow it right down. Here it is. Gdzie powinniśmy postawić te meble? Hopefully that pace is a lot easier to catch and she can get comfortable repeating it.
Okay, now can you say every word in Polish and then directly in English so we are sure what we are saying here?
Of course, let's break it down word by word. So first, gdzie means where, then powinniśmy means should we, postawić means put or place, and finally, te meble means this furniture. So all
Okay, wait,
together,
wait. Yeah, now do this again, but say the Polish words really slowly because this was still a little bit, fast.
got it. I'll slow it right down. So word by word, gdzie means where, then powinniśmy means should we, next, postawić means put, and finally, te meble means this furniture. Hopefully that's nice and slow so you can both follow along easily.
Okay, let me ask Libby. So now if you hear something, don't answer because I will be talking to Libby, okay?
Absolutely, got it. I'll stay quiet and let you chat with Libby. Just let me know whenever you need me again.
So Libby, what do you think? Was this a good speed or
Yes, I think it was a really good
I'm
speed.
just here listening quietly. Take your time chatting with Libby, and when you need me to jump back in, just let me know.
yeah, I will let you know. Just give us a second, okay?
Of course, take all the time you need. I'll be right here when you're ready to jump back in.
Okay, okay. So Libby, you think this was fair enough?
Yeah, I think it was a really good speed. It's very helpful from a listening
Staying on
perspective.
standby. You two go ahead and chat, and whenever you need me again, just give me a shout.
Okay, so Libby will talk again, when I turn her off because she's too excited, I think, about our conversation.
I think so.
Okay, so GPT, what was the third sentence you said?
Sure, the third sentence I gave you was przenosimy rzeczy do nowego mieszkania,
Okay,
which
let's do
means
this one. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Let's do this one the same way. Like you say the Polish word slowly, then the English word, and okay?
absolutely we can do that. So let's break it down nice and slowly. Przenosimy means we are moving. Next, rzeczy means things. Then do means to. Nowego mieszkania means the new apartment. So word by word, that's how it breaks down. Let me know if you want to go over it again.
No, I think it was good, and Libby also liked it. So give me something more practical, like, you probably have moved house thousands of times. So what are things you think Libby should learn?
Absolutely. Let's get a bit more practical with it. So a few handy phrases might be things like how to say we need more boxes, which in Polish is potrzebujemy więcej kartonów. Another useful one might be can you help me carry this, which would be możesz mi pomóc to przenieść. And maybe something like let's unpack the kitchen first, which you could say as rozpakujmy najpierw kuchnię. These kinds of phrases are super practical and should help Libby out in real life situations.
Yeah, okay. So let's do I think the first sentence. Can you say it in the way I told you before?
Of course, let's do that. So the first sentence was we need more boxes, which in Polish is potrzebujemy więcej kartonów. Let me break it down word by word. First, potrzebujemy means we need, and then więcej means more, and finally kartonów means boxes. So that's it, step by step, just like that.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, this was everything I wanted to show today. So GPT, thank you for your help, and we'll talk later. Okay.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help you both out today. And whenever you want to chat again, just let me know. Have a great one.
Okay. So we have this. Okay, now I think she's resting and we can
Yes.
we can chat normally. Okay, so what do you think?
I think it's really useful. It's really helpful, especially from a listening perspective, because listening is so difficult no matter what language you're learning. And I know because I really visualize the words and I prefer reading rather than listening. So having her say it, but not having the words there was quite difficult for me. Um, but certainly a skill that you need to learn. And so that is quite a helpful tool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this can be used just for a few minutes even, you go for a walk or, just to the shop wherever and you can have your earbuds and the phone in your pocket and have a short conversation like that.
Mhm.
Can help a lot with not only memorizing the words but just using them. Yeah, because you can talk back to her and
Mhm.
um yeah, so um in my vision of the future of learning Polish, this is going to play a huge role and
Mm.
just make learning easier.
I think
Um,
encouraging as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And this was it. So
Mm.
thank you very much for your time,
Oh,
and
thank you.
see you in the next one.
Sounds good. Bye
Yeah,
for now.
dziękuję, pa pa.
Wolność, kocham i rozumiem wolność.